Good evening, my wonderful people. You are all welcome. Sorry for the 7 minutes delay. Um, just a little bit technical issues, but I trust and hope you're all doing fine. Happy new month. You are all welcome. Welcome to a new month. Welcome to September. It's the beginning of the Ember month, as we say it, and I pray and I pray for all of us that we'll see the end of the Ember periods, which means we'll see the end of December gloriously, and also the beginning of a wonderful new year. Anyways, I welcome you all to another edition of Discovery Time. It's going to be awesome because today we are having a talk session about the 6 P's we've seen so far. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Helen Aya. I am your host for Discovery Time, and I pray and hope that you've been following. If you've not, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And it's the first time I am going live on LinkedIn, so I hope you guys are also following. I'm an educator and also an executive coach. Welcome all of you. Welcome once again. I have started with all what I call the 10 powerful tools, pillars that will help us in our personal development and leadership role. There are some things that if you do not pay attention to, you will not really know or understand how it's influencing you one way or the other. And discovery time, we bring discovery time, or I bring discovery time to help us become aware of certain things, to help us not to discover new things, because whatever is discovered is already there. We are just uncovering what is already there that is hidden. So I'm bringing to light what we ought to know or what we already know, but sometimes push far away from us, or we are not aware of it, or think things through. I believe that life is all about design. Life is by design, and so how you design your life matters. You build your life like a master architect, you build it up, it matters a lot. So what I do in discovery time is to help us, you know, give us some tools, and these P pillars, the tools are what we can use to enable us, to build us up, to help us to develop certain things that we ought to, have in our personal development, but also in our leadership role. Most of you that have been following me, you know that I believe that all of us, each and every one of us, we are leaders. We are leaders in our respective functions. Whatever you are doing, you are a leader there. That means you have to master whatever you are doing. You have to own whatever you are doing. It's yours. It's your role. So you are a leader there. So have that in mind when I'm talking about leadership skills. It's not about people in high position. Yes, that too. But you cannot be a leader if you lack the understanding of what leadership is. So when I talk about our leadership development, growth, no, it's really part of who you are. It's part of the journey. It's part of you owing up to yourself and taking charge over your life and designing life the way that you want it to be. Whatever you think, whatever you are, whatever you do is what eventually will, manifest, is what eventually will happen. So make sure whatever you are doing, you are designing life the way that you should. Make sure that whatever you are doing, please, you are designing your life according to how you want it to be, because no one will live your life for you. No one will live your life for you. So back to the 10 P's, which very soon, I hope most of those that have not yet seen it yet, I'm going to launch it on the 1st of October. So the 1st of October, I'll be launching the workbook. It's a workbook. It's an instrument to help us walk you through that you can use, for yourself. You have place to note things down, journal things, reflect on things, analyze on things, to get to know yourself better and to know which aspect of your life you need to develop. That is what the 10 P's are there for. And the workbook is for intentional living, intentional growth. So I hope by the time it's out, we will all grab a copy and help us, help you to become your very best, to become whom God has destined you to be. So if you are joining me for the first time, you are welcome. If you have not and have been following, thank you so much. Please help us do what we do best. Help us to spread the word, because I am going to bring up our guest speaker. I invited someone to help us shine light on, or the 6 P's that we have seen so far. We have seen 6 P's, 6 powerful tools. I started with principles. I'm not going to go through them again, because every time I go through it, please look at the previous videos to discover them. So we've gone through first P, principles, second P, passion, purpose, fourth P, progress, fifth P, which was preparation, and the sixth was progress. The seven will come next week. This week we are going to just have something of a talk show, a talk session about these powerful tools so far. What are they to us? Like I've mentioned them. What is principle to you, or principles? What are they to you? I argue that without principles, I mean, you live life anyhow. Without anything guiding you live life anyhow. And principles are your foundation. It is what's your foundation. It is what you now start to build on. That's what I see. How I see principles. If you don't have any values in life, my dear, you live life anyhow. So it's to guide you, it's to give you focus, it's to structure you. And then I argue also that passion is what ignites everything in you. Like, I am so passionate to be here. I am so passionate in what I do. It drives you. It's that spark that alights, or lightens everything, or make everything in you come to life, awakes everything that you need to be, and keeps you moving. That fuel as well that keeps you moving. So that's what passion is to me. What is it to you? Let us hear from you in the comment section while I bring up our um, speaker. Good evening, good evening, good evening to you all following from the different platforms. Good evening, Chichi. Good evening. You are welcome. All of you, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Please help us do what we do best. Help us call in the Calvary, because I believe that we all can learn from each other. No one person has it all. No one person, again, has it all. We can all learn from each other. So please help us spread the word, call in people, and please also give in something. If you have thought on something as the topic is going on, please help us share. Now, those on TikTok, you'll be mainly hearing the guest. So it's rather unfortunate that I cannot add her up or on TikTok, but you'll be hearing her. So please bear with me. If I'm not talking, I'm asking questions, and you are hearing someone talking. It's my guest that is giving explanation on one or two things. All right. So you've heard the 6 P's so far. Let's go and bring in our guest. Her name is Mrs. Fibiana Ifechukwu. I don't know, it's a whole lot, but she is wonderful. She is my very, very dear sister, friend, and she is so passionate about writing. She has written her own book, which is outrageous. And guys, I will tell you at the end of this session, please look up for Outrageous by Fibiana Ifechukwu. Um, and I'm sorry, I'm so terrible with you. Thank
Mubudanyang.
you. So she will say her full name by herself so that I don't make any mistakes, But look her up, Outrageous on Amazon. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderfully written. I've read some few chapter and I'm like, wow, this is so good. I mean, so please look her up. But she's going to share some insight with us, what we have learned so far, how she see things, and we are going to have discussion on them. We are going to discuss on them so that we can all take home something. Thank you, my dear sister. She is also, like I said, she's a writer, passionate about writing. She is now, in Belgium with her family, married with two sons, and also active in the logistic sector here in Belgium. She has a lot, diverse. She's talented in diverse way. And you know how I kind of spirit. So she's also here to motivate us. And yeah, you don't know. Like I said, we always learn from each other. So, my dear, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making all the time. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Thank you.
You see her name there?
Thank you.
Please,
Thank you so much.
please search her up on Amazon and buy the book, ebook. It doesn't cost much. Buy it and read it. It will bless you. Yes, it is fictive. But I love the storyline. Those of us from Africa, you can follow. You can follow the storyline because she incorporates a whole lot, and that's so interesting to read about how our own traditions, beliefs, everything affect us one way or the other in our decision making. So please grab a copy. My dear,
Thank you. Thank you so much for having
you're
me.
welcome. You're so
I
welcome.
am so grateful. Thank you.
Did I do well with your
I
introduction or
think
you
I'm
want to
throwing
add
my email.
something to it?
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
All
Thank
right.
you. Why am I hearing an
You are
echo?
hearing an echo, but I am not.
Is it okay
Yeah,
from your
it's okay
end?
here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad to be here joining you today. I watched the last 6 episodes, and I will tell you it is powerful. Really. It's the way, for me, it's the simplicity and the practicality of it. Really, I can't wait for the workbook to come out. I'll be one of the first people to grab
Thank
it,
you.
really, because we hear these things, we know these things, but to put them into practice, that is the
Mhm.
problem. So for us to have a tool like that where we can walk and we put in something and you watch your progress, that is really, it's going to be such a blessing. And I'm really grateful to you, Mama Helen, and to God for giving you the idea to come up with something like this.
We thank God.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
I'm
Thank you
looking
so
forward
much.
to it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We thank God for that. And thank you also. I don't take people for granted. I don't take any situation for granted. And I don't take anyone's time for granted. So for you to make out time to be here already tells a lot. And all those watching, all of you, for you to make out time to be watching means a lot. So I thank you all. Please, like I said, help us to spread the word. We are here, we are live, we're on different platforms. We are going to learn one or two things from each other. If you have any questions, please let us hear you from the different comment comment section. I'm seeing already some on YouTube. Thank you so much, proudly. Yeah, thank you so much. Hello, how are you doing? And I see the rest of you on Facebook. I see you also on TikTok. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please help us do what we do best as we are going to dive deeper into, the sixth topic that she has said. Yes, my dear, the six topics. It's so, she said it, the simplicity and the practicality, because I am the type of person that I want us to get busy with things, not just read about them, because reading about it is awesome, but if you don't put it
Yeah.
into practice, you don't gain anything.
No
And the
way.
whole aspect of growth is that we put it into practice. If
Yeah.
you are not doing it, there cannot be any growth.
No.
And I said before, knowledge what makes knowledge powerful, because we know we hear it a lot. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is powerful. But what makes knowledge powerful is your understanding in that knowledge, both the insight and the foresight in that knowledge. What do I mean? A deeper understanding of what the knowledge is, how you can use it, and then also foresight, the consequences of it. If
Hmm.
you use it, what is going to happen?
Yes.
That is what makes knowledge powerful, and how you use it. That is what makes knowledge powerful. So the knowledge alone, not having being knowledgeable, is not enough.
It's not
But
enough.
having the insight and just using it, that is what makes you powerful.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, Ying. Fibiana, she says she's a friend of yours. Thank you so
Oh,
much for following. Thank you, dear. Thank you
that's
so much.
lovely.
Okay, all right. So, my dear, you have gone through the six. Let me first ask with what pillar stands out for you?
Ha. I think, I actually really like that you even did it step by step. I really like principles.
Mm-hmm,
It is the foundation, really. There is
mm-hmm.
no dispute about it. Principles is number one. And for me, that is also number one because just like skyscrapers, everything about it is about the foundation. If you get the
Exactly.
foundation wrong, the building will collapse. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, really, the principle stood out for me. And I think for you, your major principle was respect, if I'm not mistaken. The
Well,
one you
I
said
have
you
a
won't
lot.
compromise on, I think.
Yes. I said respect, and respect for yourself and respect for others. Yeah.
Yes.
Integrity is also a very
I'm telling you, that's where I'm going. Because I think somebody in the comment section now said integrity, and then you
yes.
started talking about it. For me, it is really, I really, I really like it when somebody says something and they do it the way they said it.
Mm-hmm.
Because already, not really that I have trust issues, but I don't like it when people don't keep their words. So I
Yes.
like people that their word is actually their bond. For me, it's just
Mm-hmm.
one of the most attractive things about a human being. I
Mm-hmm.
like it when you have integrity. When I know
Mm-hmm.
I'm safe with you, I can say
Exactly.
something and I know that it ends there, or if we need to, if it's not something that is a secret, then someone else can hear it, then it's not
Mm-hmm.
a problem. But you see all these people that are fickle, I don't like it. I like
Today
integrity.
this, like that, like the weather changes.
Oh my God. Like you can't trust them. So for me, integrity is like, so for me, really, that's first P code. It's really stood out for me. And
Yes.
right next to it, you started talking about passion. I was like, wow.
Yes.
So yeah, this two, yeah, because it's just one of two of the things that will decide our destiny. The
Absolutely.
values that you have and how passionate you are
Mm-hmm.
to do the
Mm-hmm.
things that you are called to do. And
Exactly.
and in fact, a whole lot, all of them is really quite important, just like
Mm-hmm.
the people that we are going to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, which one stood out for me? Really, you see, these principles and passion, they are really something. They are really
Awesome.
something.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Also, anyone, if you have been following, if there is any one of the principles that stands out, oh, sorry, any one of the P's that stands out to you, let me hear you. Let us hear from you from the comment. So, thank you. Integrity is so, so important.
Yes,
It's
it is.
relationship is built on trust.
Yes.
And without trust, there can't be any relationship, even with yourself. So if
Yeah.
you are not a person of integrity, then it means you yourself, you are not one. You you are not aligned with yourself. That's what it actually means. Some people
Yeah.
think, oh, I'm being smart, but you are actually being, I'm sorry to use the word, cheating yourself.
Yeah.
You are not cheating others, you are cheating yourself, because whatever you are
Unfortunately.
not to yourself, you can't be to another. That's just the truth. So when we talk about all these things, and why I always bring it to the self, is that you first need to be all these things to yourself before you can now what? Take it out.
Expect it
You
of
can now
others.
spread
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
The same thing with leadership skills. If you don't have this basic, if you're not principled, how are you going to lead a team? If you cannot lead yourself, that's what it says. You can't lead yourself. That's why I say we are all leaders, because it first starts with you. So if you cannot, then what are you going to do out there? Yes, thank you so much. Ying. Ying says consistency and honesty. Yes, it's so important. That is also, two powerful values that you must
Principle.
have.
Yeah.
Consistency and honesty. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, you need all these things. We need it. You need to have values in all that. Thank you for that contribution. Let's move on to the following. If, like you started with, you have trust issues.
Not exactly.
No, but I
There's
think
a
the
caveat.
thing is, the truth is that we all, if one shows you something, you kind of like start doubting. And it brings me to the issue of character, because passion is also part of your character. And it either ignites the beautiful ones or ignites the other
The
ones.
negative one. Yes.
Yes. So, like I said, when a light shines on what is there, it doesn't shine on what is not there.
Yeah.
So passion is that one, it's that one that ignites, but it's that one that also lightens what is already there.
Hmm.
What do you think about some people? And now we are talking about this, but next week we'll go deeper into people aspect. But what do you think about some people that think they can win by all means? And when I mean by all means, I'm like, try to use all kind of means to get to their goal.
Well, this saying that the end justifies the means, it is actually not true. You know, like you said, people that want to win by all means, people that do that, you see that they end up using other people, and that is not what life is all about. It's also, we will now also throw back to this same principle. What are those
Yes.
values that you hold there that will make you to want to win at the detriment of another person? What is your value system? What is your life about that will make you to want to, I don't care who I match on, I just want to get to the top, you know. But that is a very wrong way to think, because in those people, you said it's about building meaningful connections, right?
Yes.
So you can't build meaningful connections if you don't value other people.
Exactly.
You really cannot, because Zig Ziglar, I remember a book that he read. One of his books that I read, one of the things that he said that never left me, he said, what you make happen for others, God makes happen for you. So if you are the kind of person that trumps on other people to get to the top, then it will also be your turn for people to trample on you. So when it
Yes.
comes to relationship, you just have to be kind and nice, and not nice, but kind to
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Just be kind to everyone. Not that you have to treat everybody the same, but you have to be kind and show that love and respect to everybody.
Yes.
So, because at the end of the day, if you have to get to the top, you don't really know who will help you to the top. So
Yeah.
maybe you meet somebody and you feel like this is a nobody. Maybe you come to a great man's house and you meet the gate man and you just, who are you? Get out of here. I came to see your boss. You don't know who that gate man is to the person. Maybe, leadership, or they said it is very lonely at the top. So maybe that great man, the gate man, that great man, his gate man is his friend. He listens to him.
Yes.
Maybe they have some sometimes that they talk, all of that. And when I talk about this, a story that comes to my mind, I know this is not a spiritual platform, but yeah, I'm a woman of faith, so the Bible might come up once in a while.
Yes,
Do you know
please.
that story? That story in the Bible about Naaman and the servant's girl?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
this is a great man, but
Hmm.
he has leprosy.
Hmm.
So how was he supposed to know that this servant's girl, this
Hmm.
slave that came from his, like the way I can explain it to our modern mind is slave trade. You came all the way from wherever you are and you came to Europe or you came to America. You were a slave back in the day when slavery was still practiced very well. So, and then you are serving this great man and he
Yes,
has a sickness. And that sickness, you, the poor girl, it is in your hand. The cure is in your hand. You know the solution. If that man, that great man is wicked to you, you're not going to tell him.
exactly.
So if you
Exactly.
are the kind that I don't care about this girl, I treat her anyhow, you don't know. I think in one of your episodes, you said you only know people's today, you don't know their tomorrow. In
Exactly.
my language, in Igbo, we say "Imara foga mweze." That means
Hmm.
you don't know who somebody will become tomorrow. So it is a no-no to treat anybody and say it is the end that justifies the means. I can
Yeah.
sleep my way to the top. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, is that I got there. That is a wrong concept.
That is so, so wrong. Thank you so much for that because as you were saying it, I was going back to one post that I wrote on my blog that the does the end justify the means? And I talk about this exactly that we
Hmm.
have made the means actually the end.
Hmm.
Chasing after the means in the name of justifying, So there are things we do that we think that at the end of the day it will help us. But the
Yeah.
honest truth, like you have said, the honest truth is sorry, no. First of all, if you are not clear on what you are actually going after, and secondly, you need people to go there.
Yeah.
No one, I mean, I keep saying it, we are not islands.
No.
None of us. So no matter what, you will need other people. I have heard a lot of people say, "Oh, but me, I'm solo. I go solo." In as much as I understand you work or you are effective worker when you are alone, you should realize that you are not alone no matter where you are, in which
Yeah.
company, whatever company or wherever you find yourself, you are still not alone. So you can be
Yeah.
effective worker, but you still need other people. So you need to
You
treat
do.
people with respect, no matter the position you are. If you look down on the other, the example that you just gave, you don't know what the gate man is to the boss. Could be that your attitude can make the gate man say one or two positive things about you.
Yeah.
Could even be the boss disguised as gate man to test who or what kind of person
Yeah.
you are. So
Yeah.
you do not look down on people.
Yeah.
We have this thing of when you see someone very well dressed,
Yeah.
kind of like tend to respect them more
More. Yeah.
because they are well dressed. Or we think,
Yeah.
oh, that looks expensive, so they should have
Yeah.
money. But at the end of the day, do you know who they really are?
Yeah.
You should treat people equally. And that's one thing that is so, so important to me. In your personal growth, you always think, how do you want to be treated? No matter what, no matter
Golden
where you
rule.
find yourself,
Yeah.
how do you, in every stage of your life, do you want to be treated? And based on that, you treat others.
Yeah.
Because whatever you don't wish for yourself, don't wish for others.
Yeah.
If we have this in our mind, no matter, you are a leader and you start just ordering people around without considering how your communication style is affecting them, you are missing out. Because
Yeah.
that productivity that we will see, that's the last 10, that's the 10th P. That productivity that you're expecting from them, you might not get it.
Yeah.
You might not get it because you are not treating them well. So, how you treat people reflects on you. It reflects on you, the person, who you are. Because whatever you are to yourself is what you bring out. Like
Yeah.
she said, we are honestly women of faith. The Bible is our base. The Bible is so most of the time, even here, most of the examples I give are Bible based. And the Bible says, as a man think in his heart,
So
so
easy.
is he. So
Yeah.
however you are thinking about yourself, that is how you are. That is who
Yeah.
you are. And that is what you're going to reflect out there. So please be aware of things. That brings me to my next question because I dealt, I think, with my fourth P on preparation. And I said preparation is the key. Preparation is, we have principles, foundation, then you have passion that ignites it all. And without your purpose, all those other things become like you have this passion is driving you, but you have no destination. So your purpose
Mm.
gives you what? That destination. It, this is where I'm heading to. So you don't have to go left or right when you're supposed to go straight.
Mm.
That is what purpose does. It gives you clarity of your life assignment. And so you focus on that and you prepare yourself. There we end. That's the preparation. Now, what, let me just say, what do you think about that concept, preparation?
Well, preparation. Preparation is like it's like pregnancy. You're carrying something and something is incubating. You don't take in today and you deliver today. It takes 9 months. And the reason is because it's preparing you. Your body is prepared, is getting prepared. Your mind is getting prepared. Everything, God is a very wise God. So that
Yeah,
9 months, it's for a reason. And incidentally, we're in the ninth month. So
exactly.
so it's for a reason. That's
Mhm.
9 months is just your whole everything about you is preparing you towards motherhood, is
Yeah.
towards another stage of a assignment, another responsibility. So without preparation, I watched also where you were saying that that's one of our problems. We get an idea and we rush.
Mhm.
Is preparation is within that season of preparation. There's something it does to you. For some people, their preparation time might even be longer than
Yes.
even, okay, I also bring it again, Jesus Christ. Sorry, people that are not Christians, sorry.
Don't be sorry about it. This is who you are.
Yes, it is who I am. I can't
Exactly.
help
So
it.
be
So
yourself.
he was prepared for 30 years for
Mhm.
an assignment that will take him 3.5 years, because it's the Bible or history has it that he lived for 33.5 years on the
Yes.
earth. But he didn't start his ministry until he was 30. And a lot of people have also connected it that the age 30 is really a defining age in a person's life. I don't
Mhm.
want to go into all that. Some people can also come out a little bit earlier, but yeah, there's a whole lot of story around the age 30. But the point is, Jesus was he all through 30 years, he was just being prepared for an
Mhm.
assignment of 3 years. So
Mhm.
preparation is very, very important. Yes, all of the kids are perfect, but that preparation, those are the things that will help you not to come out half baked.
Yeah.
Just like giving birth to a preteen child, they
Mhm.
survive, but with a
Mhm.
whole lot of stories. Sometimes they have to be in the incubator for 3 years. So if we don't want our assignments or our purpose or whatever it is that we are coming out to do to flop, we have to pay attention to that season of preparation. And
Mhm.
if we connect it now also to people, which is what we are talking about today,
Yeah.
you see that in the season of preparation, people are one of the gifts that you are giving in that time of preparation. It is
Yes.
now left for you. How do you use the people that gets into, because this life is a mystery.
Yeah,
This law of attraction, I was thinking about it recently and I was like, law of attraction is so powerful. It's something that we don't know how powerful it is. You bring to yourself, you attract your kind to yourself.
absolutely.
It is
Yes.
so true. When I was growing up, Coach Helen, when I was growing up, I used to read novels a lot. When I was watching you and your daughter in one of your episodes, I was like, this Chichi is just like me. you know,
Yes.
Seriously, I was reading. You won't believe when I was in high institution, the way I attract fellow readers, it's a
Yeah.
mystery.
Yeah.
I enter the bus and I just, somebody's reading a paperback. I say, hello, hi. Before you know it, we exchanged numbers. We
Yes.
started changing books. A lot of people around me then, because I was a voracious reader, I
Yes.
read like mad,
That's
and I
awesome.
started to attract people that have reading. And unfortunately or fortunately, it was also people that was reading the kind of books I was reading at the time, you know,
And then you have
because
something
of
to discuss about.
it is
You
the
have
law of
something
attraction.
to exactly.
It's the law of attraction. So in that preparation season, people is really important.
Mhm.
Mentors, senior coaches, colleagues, you have to know that you can learn something from everybody. So,
Mhm.
and it's part of the things that will be used to prepare you. So while you are
Yes.
preparing, pay attention to people. Really very important.
Very important. So Ying says preparation is not just about readiness, it's a declaration that what's coming matters.
Hmm,
Absolutely. Thank you
hmm,
so much for that comment.
hmm.
It is, it's not just about being ready. You
Yeah,
have to be ready in your preparation. So you are preparing to be ready. But like I said, it's not just for the now, but also for later. Because
yeah,
when you start something and you have to stop halfway because you were not prepared enough
prepared.
for what is
Yeah,
coming, then it swallows you. So this is so important. It swallows you up. You have to stop halfway because you were not well prepared.
yeah,
You were not well prepared for the challenges ahead. You were not well
yeah,
prepared for the changes that you have to, the amendments that you need to do. You were not well prepared for all that. So preparation, like you said, is so important,
it is.
especially the people in it, the people you come across,
Yeah.
because it is that will help to make you or
Oh
break you.
my.
So the people you come across in your preparation period, every stage of that preparation period is so important. And Ying also wrote something here. She says Fibiana is the kindest person, hands. Oh, thank you. Yes, and humanity
Thank
always
you,
wins.
Ding.
With
Thank
humanity,
you.
I believe you mean being kind. Because when she was talking, she said, and that's one thing I picked. Being kind is so important in life. But that's one thing I always say. Whatever attribute or whatever you are not to yourself, please understand that you cannot be to others.
Yeah.
So if you are also not kind to yourself, I wrote something some time ago. I said empathy must start from yourself. Self
Mm.
empathy, we don't show it enough. If
Yeah.
you do not show yourself that self empathy, which also means, oh, I've made a mistake here. Okay, I'm so, pat yourself and say, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I've made a mistake, but you don't dwell in that mistake. You
Yeah.
learn from it and you
Move
move.
on. Yes.
That is how we progress in life. If you don't, you cannot grow.
No.
Growth is not something that you just go to like linear. I said growth is not linear. So we are
Mm.
dealing now with progress. We've entered progress. Growth is not linear. It's something that comes with stages, but also in all directions. You can go
Yeah.
vertical, horizontal, any way, all directions. But you must be open to it. So if you make mistake, it's not about dwelling that mistake. It's showing yourself that kindness, that empathy to say, okay, you know what? Yes, I've made a mistake or something happened to me. You don't dwell in self pity.
Yeah.
It's not the same. You don't dwell in it. You learn from it. You embrace whatever you need to, whatever change you need to change so that you can move. forward so that you can progress in life. Without that, life becomes what? Stagnant.
Yeah.
My dear, I've mentioned a bit of progress. I want you to also help me to say one or two things about it, because I said it's not linear, but it could be it's just my opinion. But
Okay.
what is progress to you?
Huh. Okay. Well, progress to me is not being the same person I am yesterday.
Mhm,
Now, progress, it can be diverse because, of course, life is diverse.
mhm,
There is a progress, like progress in which area are we talking about? Progress in my self development,
mhm.
progress in my finances, progress in my career. Progress is diverse, you know.
Exactly.
So,
Mhm,
but progress doesn't necessarily mean that I had, I think, how which relatable thing am I going to use now? Let me use finances because I was
mhm.
in banking for 8 years. So sorry, I'm also very numbers oriented. So
Yes.
progress is not that I had 10,000 euros in my account yesterday, and
Mhm,
then now I have 15,000 euros.
mhm,
That might not necessarily be progress because you might have added more money in your account, but maybe you're not learning the financial principles that will really mean that that 10,000 is more than that tomorrow. So
mhm,
what it means is that maybe now I had 10,000 euros in my account 2 months ago, but now I have 5,000 euros. But I progressed because I learned financial principles, and the
yes.
10,000 that was the extra 5,000 that was sitting in my account, I have learned something that made me to invest that money. So
Mhm,
my mindset have changed.
mhm,
I'm not progressing like the my portfolio in the bank is not increasing the way you think it should increase. It has reduced in your eyes. But I bought shares, but
yeah,
I invested, but I learned giving that
exactly.
this a man's life is not consist is how did the Bible put it, does not consist in the things that he has. So
Yeah.
now I have learned giving. So I might not have progressed like it is not 50,000 today as it was yesterday, but I am a better giver,
Yeah.
but I'm a better investor. But I've started thinking about buying properties or whatever that will make me even more financially stable tomorrow. So that is talking about progress in financial terms. Now also progress, like, don't be the same person you are
Mhm,
in your thoughts. You know
mhm,
that scripture you said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is
mhm,
he. So
mhm,
don't remain the same place you are. Make sure that every single day you're learning. You
mhm.
learn from a child. There's this clip of Donald Trump, the president of America, that I have in my phone. He said he learns something new every day. You can learn from a child. You can learn. You know, my colleague is watching right now because sometimes when we have a new colleague, I'm part of the people that trains them on the job. So
Okay.
I'm training somebody, and I tell you do something, and I'm watching you do something. I say, that's good. I learned that immediately.
Yes.
I'm training
Yes.
you, but I'm
Yes.
also looking out to see how you are doing your own thing because
Yes.
I am I am so unrelenting when it comes to personal development. I want to be
Absolutely.
better than I am
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes.
So for me, that is progress. Progress is
Yeah.
not, yes, progress have different aspects because of course our purposes and our values are not the same. So,
Mhm,
but sometimes it's not always about the concrete things. It can
mhm.
also be about how your mind is moving.
Absolutely. And those are the things for me, those are the greatest assets.
Yeah,
We cannot quantify them, but they are priceless.
yeah,
Most people think only the things that you can see and so place value on, but there are so many things. Like you said, you are a reader.
yeah,
And please, if you are watching and you're not a reader, please become a reader, because we that we read, there are things we learn that you cannot, money cannot buy it. There
yeah,
are depending also on what kind of books you read. That's
Yeah.
true. What kind of things,
Yes.
but there is something about reading in general that helps you. It builds your brain in different way. That's already
Yeah.
one thing. And then
Yeah.
the content, what you read, whatever you take in, also helps you. So there are things you will learn. There are things you will get to know that you cannot quantify it. So let's stop in this, quantifying knowledge and see how your own life has improved from yesterday to today. Because that's the
Yeah.
whole thing, that you must be different, or at least not different in going backward, but learn something that will help you in one area of your life
Yeah.
or the other. And like she said, please, please, every situation and every person is an
Yeah.
avenue, a channel that you
Learn.
can learn from.
Yeah.
Even from babies, I'm
Yes.
learning a lot.
Yes.
I'm a teacher as well, and I also learn from my students. Even today, there were some things I was struggling with. They just came and like, I was like, okay. So there are things you learn every day, some technologies that they are
Yeah.
way ahead of us.
Of
Why not?
course.
Call them in, come and do this, do that. You also empower them in that area as you are learning. Learn
Yeah.
from everyone, take that opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, we don't have it all. One person does not have it all. So, whatever
No.
you can do to learn from the other, no matter how high you think you are a boss, you are a CEO, please take the time to learn from people around you. It
Yeah.
will amaze you. It will really amaze you what you can learn from someone that you think is way below, beneath you. So thank you so much, because most of the time, I have so diplomas, degrees, and so forth, and so you don't need any other knowledge. But life is life is a school.
Yeah.
You do not graduate until the light goes off
No.
for you.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
the truth. So have that
That's the
mindset
truth.
and never think you have arrived just because you have one fancy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Chinedu. Thank you so much. You do not, you should not have that mindset that you have arrived at a certain place because you have achieved one, two, or three things. Because yesterday's success is for yesterday, yesterday's
Yes.
glory is for yesterday. Every day you
Yes.
must have new success, every day you must have
Improve.
new glory. And for
Yeah.
me, those that know have been following, and I'll repeat it again, greatness, success and greatness, they are the same thing. It's not an achievement, it's a
Mm.
state of being. It is
Mm.
a dwelling place. So
Mm.
that's why we say we dwell in greatness.
Mm.
You must dwell in it daily. And how do you dwell in it? Like she said, you learn every day something
Yes.
to improve on yourself from your yesterday. That's how you dwell in greatness. You don't say, "Oh, I've achieved this," and then you relax. That's that's yesterday's own. Like, you
Yeah.
cannot even be using it. Oh, but yesterday I was this and I was that and I could do this. Okay, fine, great, awesome.
What about
Applause.
today?
Thank you. Thank you. That's what we have to. What about
Yeah.
today? What can we learn from
Yeah.
you today that we could
Yeah.
not learn yesterday? What about
That's true.
today? So strive to do something new every day. It's not about the doing, but learn. Impact your life. Whatever you impact in yourself is how you can impact your surroundings. It's how
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
impact others. So if you see me being so adamant, so about personal growth, this is the reason. You do not grow for yourself alone, because
No.
whatever you are blessed with is meant to what bless others. You understand? So there is this, let me just chip it in, because there is this I don't know if you've ever seen it, this pyramid in school that we were taught. I think it's the pyramid of Maslow,
Yeah.
and it shows about how the
Fulfillment
human
and all the rest.
needs,
Yes.
Yeah.
The
And
pyramid of
so
human needs.
exactly. It starts with the basic
The
need of
basic
the
needs.
human is,
Yeah.
food, shelter, security.
Yeah.
That's the basic need. And then goes on like that. And then on the top is what? Self-manifestation, actually.
Mm,
But
mm,
I want to argue, and this whole thing is, please turn it around.
mm,
That pyramid is supposed to be turned around because it is in
mm.
your self manifestation you can sustain and you can be able to take care of your basic needs.
Basic needs. Wow.
You cannot take care of your basic needs and hope. Yes, we need to survive, but the best way to survive is to find who you are. The
Mm,
best way to survive is to know the things that you need to know to help you grow. And that is how you sustain, you dwell in greatness. That is
mm,
how you, if anything come, challenges come, like she said, because you have learned how to invest, you have
mm.
learned how to do some certain things. If you have setback here, you will not just stay down. You will rise up and start to
Of
look at the
course.
other
Of course.
ways of doing things. That is that self manifestation. And it brings me back to what the Bible says also, that creation awaits the manifestation of the children, the sons of
Yep.
God, which is the children of God.
Yeah.
That is what creation. So it means me, you, everything around us is waiting for you to become this person that you are supposed to be, so that they will now start responding to your commands. They will start
Mm,
responding to what you do. They'll start responding to your investment. They'll start responding to, that is the whole essence of us having dominion.
yeah.
And that's why I say we should have this sort of turning that pyramid around, because what that
Around.
pyramid does is that it keeps both our mind and even our body persons captive in certain way of thinking. You are just working to survive.
Mm,
You are just working to provide for your basic needs. And that's what is happening to a lot of us. The educational system, everything is built around this system
survivor mentality.
to just survive. And so if you remain in that surrounding and in that thinking, you are limited, because everything is just survive. I work, eat, work, eat. You remain stagnant.
Yeah.
What happened to the self manifestation? What happened to becoming whom you are destined to be, pursuing purpose so that you will be always on top? It's
Mm,
only the few that understand it and break through that are really that what we call now maybe powerful people in the world, because
mm,
they understand the mystery in life.
yeah.
If we have this understanding, and that's one of the things I hope to achieve with discovery time and everything that I'm doing, is that we will come to this understanding that we are made to,
Mm,
thank you, we are
mm,
made
mm.
to be, no, you are not made to just survive.
Yeah.
And by adding every day to yourself, you go beyond survival.
Yeah.
You go in the area of thriving. And that's where you need to thrive. You need to
Yeah.
thrive in life. You need to, be on top. Be there. There is enough room at the top for everyone. Why?
Yes. Yes.
Because we have different purposes, we have different functions, we have different things to do. So there is enough room.
Yeah. The sky is big enough for all of us.
More than enough. So we
Yes.
need to get there. Like I said, we are all leaders, but at the same time, also we are followers. You lead in one area, you follow in that area.
Yep.
That's what life is. We cannot all be leaders at the same time, and we cannot all be followers at the same time. You are one, a leader here, a follower there. That's
Yep.
the way that it goes. So anyway, I'm so delighted with what you've shared with us so far. Um,
Thank you.
I'm just going to show a bit of what Ying also said. She said, progress in life is a deeply personal and evolving concept. It is not just about moving forward, but about growing into a fuller version of yourself.
That's powerful.
Absolutely.
That's powerful.
So powerful, Ying. Thank you
Yeah.
so much because that is what it is. That is
Yeah.
what it is. She also said something about preparation. She said preparation like planting seeds, which it is. You plant the seeds and you prepare the ground for planting
Yeah.
the seeds as well. And then you don't see the harvest right away, but with care and patience, something beautiful grows. The
That's
effort you put
true.
in today quietly shapes the success of tomorrow. It's so
So
powerful.
true.
Yin.
Yes.
Thank
So
you
true.
so much for this powerful truth. It just is. Whatever you do, and you rightly said patience, which is also part of the two, you need to be patient to also watch it grow. Because sometimes we are so hasty. We want to see it.
Mm.
We've planted something today, we want to eat it tomorrow. It doesn't always work out like that. We need to be patient when we grow, when we plant something. But in your patience, you are not idle. In your
Yeah.
patient, also you are working. In your patient, also you are doing something to prepare you, to help you, so that when the harvest time is there, you will know what to do. Not
Yeah.
just, oops, it's harvest, and now it's when you are gathering things, your harvest will spoil. So please let us have that in mind as well. Ying, I am very, very, very delighted with your comments because they are very insightful. Keep them coming. Thank you so much. All right, my dear, do you have some last thought? I don't want, I always keep it to 1 hour, even though I was a
Okay.
bit late. It's my fault, technical issues here. But I don't want to keep people, like I said, I don't take people's time for granted. So, do you have something you want to share with us, concerning all this powerful piece?
Well, okay. I just wanted to say about people, I said relationships is one of the easiest way that you succeed in life. So we have to be intentional about building meaningful connections. You rightly wrote it, and it's really the key word there is meaningful connections, because
Mhm.
you don't have to align with people that their values doesn't you don't have to be friends with people that their values don't align with your own.
Yeah.
You can be kind and all of that to them, but when it comes to their value system is not the same, always know how to, have a closer circle that their values are the same as yours. So
Yes.
in destiny, people are important. Be intentional about your relationships. There's one of the episodes. If you've not listened to them, please, I also encourage everybody, please go and listen to all of those episodes. They are really powerful. I sat on them and I was really taking notes. I learned a whole lot. You said something, you said that life is by design, and that is
Mhm.
true. So we have to also put that in mind when we are forging friendships, when we are forging relationships. Let it be meaningful. Miles Morio also said it: when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So you
Yes.
know why you want to be friends with this person, go ahead.
Hmm.
And then also about maintaining the friendship, you have
Hmm.
to show honor to people.
Hmm.
You have to show honor, convey the fact that, hey, I have a friend that is a senior friend. You don't
Hmm.
expect certain things, so
Hmm.
that the person give you access to their life does not mean that you abuse it, because that is one of the things that happen in friendships.
Yes.
And another thing, add value. Don't always be a taker. Add value. you
I
know
like
Add
that.
value. Find a way to add value, because
Yes.
the way one of my major mentors now, and I've been following him for 3 years, Joshua Stelman, he has really mentored me in amazing ways. So find a way to add value. If you enter into any relationship through the door of need, like he always
Yes.
said it, you're not going to get much. Enter from value. When you see people, let your mindset not be, this person is this one, I'm going to get this from that person.
Yep.
Think value. What can you offer?
Exactly.
Because, like Zig Ziglar said, what you make happen for others, God makes happen for you. Give.
Exactly.
And when you give value, it comes back to you,
Mm-hmm.
because God's word cannot lie. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
you sow is what you reap.
What do you
So,
reap?
once I just want to round it up, because we are already almost in 1 hour. Live by the golden rule when we talk about these people. Do to others what you want them to do for you. Be mindful about the kind of people that you're friends with. Iron sharpens iron. Can two work
Zion.
together except they agree? I can say a whole lot of things to you about friendship, about relationship, but yes, just go back, watch the previous episodes, sit with the book of Proverbs. It teaches you a whole lot of things about relationship. Whether
Yes.
you believe in God or not, sit in that Proverbs. Oh my God, you learn a whole lot. He said, iron sharpens iron. You are
Zion.
iron, you want to be friends with. You know, there's this saying that if you have 5 friends, you did not count well. If you have 5 wise friends, you did not count well. There are 6, and you are the 6th person. And if you have 5 foolish friends, you also didn't count
The
well. You
same.
are the 6th foolish person.
Exactly.
so, so let's be intentional about the people that we
Exactly.
decide to bring into
Exactly.
our lives. Thank you. And thank you
You-
so very,
Thank
very much.
you.
I am so
I am
delighted to be
so,
here.
so blessed. Honestly, they say, well, she said something, iron sharpened iron, but also you minded people attract like minded people, and you're seeing it
Yes.
here. So it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank
It's
you.
awesome. It's really most of the people she mentioned. I read them, I follow them as well. Just goes to tell you that when you are planted, also what the right food. Anything you are learning is your food. Anything you are learning is seed. Anything you are learning, so
Yeah.
I'm just delighted really to have you. And with this, I hope we've learned 1 or 2 things. Don't take people for granted. Whatever you
Yeah.
are doing, your rising and fall is in the hands of people, whether you like it or not. You can be so
Yeah.
intelligent without people you know. You can be so, and yes, we say God, but God works through people. So if you are not
Yes.
mindful, and God has upon you, His hand will be upon you for favor and will open doors unto you, but it will come through people. He works through
Yes.
people. So also the
Yeah.
enemy. So you are doing, you need to be very mindful of people, of your relationship. And like she said, people, especially my people on Facebook, know I've said it a lot. Don't please be a taker. Don't abuse relationship. Add
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Dr. Miles put it in a way that when he said that, honestly, it just poof opened my mind. Like, yes, it's true, because we want people to pay us back in kind of like the same way. But he said something. He said, look, people don't like you per se. So get that in your head. They like you for what
Mm.
you give. So the value you bring. And that
Yeah.
is where you need to seek to make the difference. The value that you bring will what
Yes.
attract people, and will attract the right people if it is the right value. And so I say it and add it in a way that whatever you are chasing is always ahead of you.
Mm.
If you are chasing money, will always be ahead of you. But if you chase progress, or let me put it this way, to add value to your life, that value that you are adding to your now make others to chase you.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
that is what
Mm.
you need to become. Become the magnets that attract money, that attract others. Because when
Mm.
people are
Yeah.
attracted to you, automatically money follows.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just anyway, let's round it up here. Next, we are going to continue with people. The topic
Okay.
is still on people. So
Thank
next week we are going to
you.
continue. It's going to be awesome. Oh, Madam
Thank
Teacher,
you.
you're coming
Thank
on
you.
now. I'm so sorry. Good evening, Joy, but we are rounding up. How are you? You're welcome, but we are just ending it now. So it's a pity. I'm doing fine. Happy New Month, all. Happy New Month. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's like, I know 9 o'clock in Nigeria is much, no, 10 o'clock now. It's much better time. But for us
No,
here,
it's 8 o'clock in
it's
Nigeria.
8 o'clock in
8 o'clock.
Nigeria now. Yes, yes. So 8 here is 7 there, and it's maybe too early.
Yes.
I don't know what to do with the time. But we
No,
just
it's
have to
almost
keep
October.
it
We
this
we
way.
will we will be in the same time zone in October. It's almost here.
Okay, okay. It is well. So,
All
Madam
right.
Teacher,
Thank you, everybody.
thank you for
Thank
tuning in.
you. Thank you.
Mrs. Fabiana, thank you so much for your time, and I hope
Thank
and
you.
pray that with things. I really admire, your look of things, and oh, okay, it is well. I'm sorry, I'm reading comments from here, so um, I hope you prayed for us, Madam Teacher. Welcome back. So, but thank you so much. Thank you, and once in a while I'll be calling you in. Like she has her book. It's out on Amazon. Get her book. Please do. It is outrageous. That's the title. Outrageous. So get it, read it, and then share your opinion. Give her a review because that's what will really help us to boost also the book. But I can tell you that she's a wonderful writer. She knows how to, as she has books, she also knows how to, bring the characters to life and make you really dive into, you really get into the characters. Like, oh yeah, the person is like that. Oh, but it's awesome. Please try and get it. Get a book, get a copy. And it's ebook, so it's not like it's something you have to, on your screen. You can just be reading it anywhere you are. So thank you so much, my dear. God bless you.
Okay.
Regards
Thank
to the
you,
both.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. So that's up. That's the end for us here. I thank you all so much for tuning and for keeping. Please, next week we are going to be live again, and we are going to go further in the seventh P, which is people. We've talked about it a bit, how important it is. Relationship, but we are going to go deeper into it, like all the aspects, your role as a leader. We've touched on a few things, but we're going to go deeper into it next. This really is important. So it's important to dedicate enough time for it. All right. Thank you once again, and hope to be coming your way next week. Please help us to do what we do best: spread the word, spread the word. And I will see you all soon. And teacher, you are welcome once again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to catch you next week. Unfailingly, Ying, thank you so much for your contribution. Please do follow and follow next week as well, and help us contribute because they are very deep. I love the concept. I love your way of thinking as well. Remain blessed all. See you on Failing.